Hey there and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to review the GoPro Jaws clamp. It's one of the many hundreds of accessories the GoPro has, and in this video we're going to test it out and see if it's worth your hard-earned money. Alright, so here's the box, and we open up the box and the first thing we have is the neck part of the Jaws clamp, and we'll look at that shortly. And over here in the bag we have the clamp, and there's the clamp, there's the Jaws clamp right there. Very strong, very powerful. So let's show you how we can use the GoPro Jaws clamp with your GoPro Hero. So we're about to attach the GoPro Hero to the Jaws clamp. First of all, it's a very solidly well-made product, I've got to say that. And with this clamp, you can actually clip things out that kind of, it's hurting my finger now. You can actually clip things between 6mm and 50mm or 5 centimeters, which translates to 0.25 of an inch to 2 inches with this awesome looking Jaws here. Nearly as frightening as that movie from Steven Spielberg. If you look here at the top of the clamp, you'll see how there's a mount here, which is for the GoPro quick release mount, or quick release base that you would have seen on lots of other GoPro accessories. So right here I've got my trusty old GoPro Hero 9. It's done a good job for me in the years I've had it. And here on the bottom you can see I've actually already attached a GoPro quick release mount. So to attach it is super easy. All you need to do is grab the Jaws clamp and slide in the mount. Of course, you've got to lift up the rubber part first of all to make it go in a lot easier. Push it in, hear that click. Now we just got to push it down and she's good to go. So that's how the Jaws clamp looks with the GoPro Hero in the low profile mount. This could be used for 1,000,001 different occasions and situations, and it actually looks really, really cool. I'm excited to go outside in a little while and test it out. But of course we also have this other accessory. This is the neck that sort of comes with it, and let's try attaching this neck to the GoPro Jaws clamp and see how it looks. Whoops. Please stay. All right, so attaching the neck, the gooseneck, is pretty easy. Once again, we're going to use that quick release mounting system that GoPro is famous for here. And if you look here at the bottom of the gooseneck, you see there how it's actually got that same kind of mount already built in there. So you go, see, you can see here on the front. So it's the same kind of setup as we were using before with the GoPro Hero 9. Slide it through. This time you do it backwards, which is kind of interesting. So there you go. So you actually push it in backwards. So you push it from the front to the back. And now we have the gooseneck attached. Now you can see here, once again, we've got that same kind of quick release mount. And once again, a reappearance of my trusty GoPro Hero 9. And we're just going to slide the Hero 9 into the top there, like so. And when we're done, hear that little click. I'm sure you heard that just then. We're going to readjust the rubber mount. And there, as you can see, the Hero 9 via the gooseneck is attached to the Jaws clamp. Now, one of the really cool things about this gooseneck is that it's really adjustable, and it's very simple to kind of move it around because it's quite malleable to the sort of angle that you want it to be. Okay, so of course you can still adjust the GoPro there as well with this little mounting buckle, but as you can see, it's got a few little bendy pieces. There's 1, 2, 3. There's like 4 little sections that you can maneuver depending on what your situation is. All right, so one of the great features of this GoPro Jaws mount is if you have a bit of a look inside, you'll see here there's this kind of rubber strip, or rubber tongue is how I like to call it. And if you look at it currently now, you see that's the current diameter that this will grip onto comfortably and snugly.
at the present moment, which is kind of roughly around about 5 centimeters, which is the maximum diameter. Now it does have these two little flat plates here, which are awesome, but if you want to make it a really snug fit, like say you're trying to attach it to like a tree branch or a post or even like the arm of a chair, you want to make it as snug as possible, and that's where this awesome little strap comes in. So what you can do is, if you look here closely, if I just kind of pull on that strap, you'll see how we're actually making the diameter smaller and smaller, and you can actually have it down to 6 mil, or about 1/4 of an inch at its smallest extension. So that means that when you actually grip it on here with these flat pieces here, which clamp down, you can also make it super snug by pulling on this handy little strap. And then once you've got the right sizing, all you need to do is feed it into this little hole here, tuck it out of the way, and then your clamp looks nice and neat. Hey there, I hope you're getting really good value out of this content today. And if you could do me a big favor and hit that like and subscribe buttons, I would be extremely grateful, because it's going to help my channel get bigger and better to help people just like you. Okay, thanks for listening. Now let's get back to the video. All right, so we've come out to the park and I've actually switched over the Hero 9 for the latest GoPro, the Hero 12 there, and I've attached it to the Jaws clamp here. We're going to show you how easy it is to attach this to a bike. You could also use this with a motorbike too. So you can just pop it on the handlebars. So if you want to get a view of the rider, you can see how easy that just sort of clamps on there. Actually, it might even be better in this midsection here. There you go. So that's actually clamped onto the bike, and then you can actually adjust the neck to however you wish to have it. So when you're riding along on the bike, you can record yourself talking to the camera. Of course, you can adjust this back to whatever angle you like. Just make sure you don't add any double chins to yourself, of course. So that's one great option with one great way to set up, one great way to set up the Jaws clamp on your push bike. Of course, you can also have the GoPro Hero facing forward, or the clamp facing forward, so you can record what you're seeing as you ride your push bike. So there we go, like that. She's all kind of clamped on. And there you go, good to go. All right, so another great location where you can put your GoPro Hero with the Jaws clamp, if you're gonna be riding a pushy or even a motorbike, is one of the struts here on the front. As you can see, it's nice and thick, and the clamp is actually jammed on there really nice and tight. Of course, it's super easy to get the right angle that you want. And once you're happy with that, all you need to do is take the bike for a ride and check out the really good footage. Do you like that joke? Stop. Okay, so riding the bike with the GoPro Jaws clamp was pretty fun, but now we're going to try getting some footage from a slightly different angle using a different method of transportation. So this time we're going to use a skateboard. We'll see how we've actually attached the GoPro Hero to the rear of the deck. We're also going to use the hyperview lens this time too, to capture as much footage as possible. Now, if I was going to try to ride a skateboard, there's a high chance there would be a very high injury, and I'd probably dislocate something, which is something I don't want to do at my age. But I do have my son here, and my son today. Hello there. My son Kai is going to be our skateboarder for this video. So,
and I'm more good looking, so it's better for the camera.
Okay, so let's chuck Kai on the skateboard, and we're going to turn on the GoPro and show you what sort of footage you can get using the Jaws clamp attached to a skateboard. Okay, so the first take wasn't quite as successful as we had hoped. Kai went a little bit romper stomper on the GoPro Jaws clamp, but we've actually moved it to a different location this time, and we think we've got it out of the way of his big size 12 feet. So let's have a look now. Okay, so right now we've attached the GoPro Hero along with the Jaws clamp to the front of the skateboard. We're in the playground right now. We're going to try another different location, this time on a slide, and Kai has once again been kind enough to help us out.
Hello, ladies.
Here we go. The Jaws mount is actually a really cool little mount that you can use in hundreds and thousands of different ways. It's a really great accessory for all sorts of activities, from cycling to boating to even just hanging out in the park if you want to film your kids or your family doing some fun stuff like that. To learn more about the GoPro Hero, mounts, accessories, and a whole lot more, you want to check out this video over here right now. As usual, thank you for your company. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe buttons. And until next time, I'll see you later.